back to another video. So unlike our usual Make It Mondays, today is a special video simply because I do want to share with you guys some really exciting news. This has been 3 years in the making, guys. I've been kind of doing YouTube along with what I'm about to present to you guys. And because you guys are a part of my extended family, I do want to share this exciting news with you guys. So 3 years ago, I decided that I was going to start writing. And so I think, as with anything, you know, my confidence got in the way and I started to doubt myself. And I thought, you know what? I kept putting it off. I kept saying, no, this isn't something that I could do. And then I just one day woke up and I said, you know what? Why not? Why not? Why not me? And so I decided I am going to pursue what I've wanted to do ever since high school, really. I won't tell you how long that is going back to. However, I was always an avid writer. I've always had journals, always just been interested in different forms of books. And so I thought one of the creative aspects of me, or one of the creative sides of me, is to write, because that's what I've always done. And so, of course, with my journals, they were always personal and I never really shared that with anybody. However, I also did stories, and that has now kind of pushed me to what I'm about to share with you guys. So what is it I'm about to share with you guys? Guys, I have for the last 3 years been working on this, I would say, passion project of mine, and that is to become a self-published author. So I finally stepped out and I took a leap of faith and I did it, and there's no turning back. And so I'm hoping that with this video, I will inspire, even if it's just one person who has always wanted to just have a creative outlet to share with the rest of the world, and that is in writing. And for the most part, what I've actually started with is really just small things that have helped me in my day-to-day, and I'm hoping that it will also help you guys. And so I have published a series of books ranging from journals, because as I said, I do love to journal. I've done be it prompt journals, inspirational journals for women specifically, and I have done fitness logs. I've done what one would call low content books, and that is simply books that include anything from dot journals to inspirational journals to activity books, and I'm branching more into storybooks. And so definitely stay tuned if you guys are interested in anything along those lines. And also, the other big thing which I'm very, very proud of is, of course, with this channel, you guys know that I'm a big DIYer, and I do have a lot of you guys that really are very encouraging and let me know when I've put out a video, be it a soap video, it could be like a body care video, anything along those lines. And so I decided to make it really simple, and I've created a book that actually has all of the recipes on this channel provided in that book. If not all, I should say 98% of those recipes, I've compiled them into one place. And so I do want to share with you guys what I'm doing. And so I've started my self-publishing journey. As I mentioned, it's on KDP, and KDP stands for those of you that don't know, Kindle Direct Publishing. And so I'm excited to share with you guys, this is the official unboxing of the books that, and these are not all of my books, these are just some of my books. However, I wanted to give you guys an idea of the type of books that I have been creating. And this is what's been keeping me busy, guys. So I know I'm not always consistent with my Make It Mondays. However, I promise you, and this is a plug for April, stay tuned. We have Ayurvedic April. And so what that means is, for the entire month of April, every Monday, I want you guys to come and join me, because I have already produced 4 videos specifically for Ayurvedic journey. As you guys know, on a separate note, I started my Ayurvedic journey a year ago, and I really have a lot of testimonies and really great results to share with you guys. So I'm going to be doing that for all of April. But again, I want to share today, as Make It Monday, pretty much what I've been making. And so let's dive right into it, guys. So I am going to be opening all of the books that, sorry, not all, but some of the books that I have worked on. And I'm just going to share it with you guys. So guys, this is pretty exciting because I have not seen these books in person. So what I've done and what KDP allows you to do is it actually allows you to order author copies, and it gives you an idea of what the buyer is actually going to be receiving. So we are going to open these one by one, and we're going to take a look. Ooh, so how fitting. Oh my goodness, guys. This is the first book, and it happens to actually be my easy guide for using essential oils and aromatherapy. So guys, this is the book that I was referring to. It has all of my recipes that I have actually presented. I have formulated myself and presented on the actual channel here. And I'm sorry, I'm moving the book around, but it's because I'm nervous, guys. I do want to stand up just to show you guys a little bit of a close-up. Hopefully it's not out of frame. And so this is the official first book, and it's available now on it's available on Amazon under my pen. Well, this one is actually under my name, and the other books are actually under a pen name. So guys, I really am very proud of this book. As I mentioned, it's an essential oils. For those of you that know, I absolutely love essential oils. I use them in every and anything. I use it on a daily basis. And so what I've done is I've chosen my top recipes that I've produced on this channel, and I've created this very useful recipe guide. And what I like is that it gives you a nice intro to what aromatherapy is, along with what essential oils are and how to use them. And then it gives you different recipes, as I mentioned. And so it gives you an explanation of the different types of recipes, and it gives a full breakdown of the different kinds. And on the back, because I am a journal lover, for me, I like to write things down. So this gives you guys the opportunity to create, be it your own recipes with some guidance, or you can actually if you need to make a list of items that you need in order, like for example, I have an oil wish list. And so of course, if you're like me and you order oils on a regular basis, this gives you an opportunity to check what's in your inventory, and then you can go ahead and place the order. So that's the first book, and honestly guys, the quality is amazing. I'm really, really impressed with it. Another thing I should tell you, so pretty much as the creator of this book, I'm everything. I'm the creator, I'm the editor, I'm the one that also does the graphic designs, and so all of the pictures are done by myself. Which again, that just kind of gives you an insight into my creative side. At least I would like to think I'm creative. So that is the first book. I don't know what I've done with the scissors. Oh, here it is. So let's take a look at the next set of books. And guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the description box, because I am new to this journey, this KDP journey. However, I feel that, along the way, I have learned quite a few things, and I am willing to answer any questions or willing to share with you guys just my overall experience. And so, oh my goodness, look how beautiful this is, guys. This is an actual journal of, basically, it's self-explanatory, self-care. It's not just a journal, but it's a planner. I am big on self-care, and I know that anybody that has just previously come out of this pandemic, I know that you guys have felt it, and you know the need to really take time to pour into yourself, right? So I thought this would be the perfect journal to allow you to do that. And so when you open it up, it has I've given a definition of what self-care actually is. And then I give you basically a checklist of things that I consider to be important for self-care. And then I give you guys opportunity with journal prompts to ask yourself questions as you're going through this journal to discover what it is that you find is important for your daily self-care, right? So I've given you both a daily breakdown of a self-care planner, and I've also given you a weekly, which is here. It allows weekly reflections. I've allowed the opportunity for you to track your healthy habits because I think that's important. And, you know, there's so many different aspects. There's a diary because, again, as I said, I love journals. I love writing. And I feel that if anybody, you know, is like me, then definitely you guys will like that aspect too. There's a self-assessment tool that kind of just allows you to gauge and see where exactly you are in your self-care journey and whether or not you're even on a self-care journey, which I think each and every one of us should take that opportunity, right? We should really take care of our mental, our physical, our spiritual. And so that just, you know, this journal will give you that opportunity. And so that's it, my self-care journal. And I really think that the size is ideal. You can keep this on your, you know, bedside table and just kind of jot in it daily, or keep it, if you work from home like myself, you could keep it on your desktop or your desk. Or just if you're at work and you want to take this along with you, then definitely this is ideal for your self-care. So that's the second book. So I basically ordered two. So that's why there's two copies. So that's the self-care, guys. And again, guys, so this I have designed myself, as I mentioned. And so, you know, I'm learning. It might not be the best. However, these are, you know, I've chosen the colors, I've chosen the graphics. And yeah, I just basically think that, you know, it's an opportunity for me to express myself creatively. And so I hope that you guys will find that useful. So these books specifically, I ordered quite a few of them because, believe it or not, 3 years ago, this was my very first book that I actually created. However, I want to say, a little bit too nervous to actually, you know, take the step to actually do anything with it. However, I decided, you know what? Nothing is going to grow from a place of comfort, right? Oftentimes we have to step outside of our comfort zones. And so that's when I created this Color with Faith book. And it's essentially Bible verses that I found were uplifting to me and were a form of encouragement. And I thought, you know, if I can find this as a form of encouragement for myself, then I would hope that it would also be a form of encouragement for others. And so, yeah, this was my very first book, guys. And it's really just a coloring book, but it is a coloring book that has, as I mentioned, scripture, various scriptures that I find to be absolutely uplifting. And if you're one that enjoys coloring, which, to be honest, when this pandemic started, I was like, I had so many adult coloring books, it was not even funny. And I just found it to be very therapeutic. So I do know that there's a lot of individuals that find coloring books to be therapeutic. And again, this was just sharing, you know, my love for not only my faith, but also a way for you to kind of just get out a little bit of, be it anxiety, or if you're just, you know, a doodler like myself. So that is definitely an option here. And yeah, and anybody that's dealing with, you know, thoughts of depression or going through any kind of depression. So I normally would say that, obviously, being that I'm a woman of God, that the first thing to do is to really turn to the Word. And so this is one of the very first books that I did, and I found it very helpful for myself, especially when I created it. And I just hope that it would in turn motivate and encourage somebody else. So that was my very first project. And I ordered quite a few because I do plan to do some giveaways on this channel in regards to my books. And so you definitely want to stay tuned for that. And so guys, as you know, I'm a mother of 3. So something that I thought was going to be very, very important was, especially when the onset of the pandemic started, was to find ways to keep my children engaged and just help them in terms of their learning, like to build certain skills. And so this book obviously was designed for the littlest one, Mr. Caden. And it's just a picture book teaching him his alphabet. And so again, I designed the images not from scratch, but I was able to use a graphic design tool, which many of you probably already have heard of, and it's called Canva. And it allowed me to create these amazing images. And so this was this was very much done to, reinforce Caden's ABCs. And anybody, obviously, that has children that are of the age of 1 to about 4 years old, this would be the ideal book for that. And so, as you can see, guys, I do have a variety of books that I offer. And again, these are just very much topics that I'm very passionate about. So guys, I mean, all the books are my favorite, but this has to be one of my, it has to be on the top of my list, like top. So guys, as you guys know, my children and I started our lock journey. This year will actually be 2 years. My middle son, well, my first son, middle child, Micah, he started his lock journey last year. So he started it a year after us. However, for my daughter and my youngest, we started ours 2 years ago. It'll be in August. And I thought, you know what? I need something. If you're a busy person like myself, I need something that is going to track my journey. I'm the type of person that I like to look back and see, and I was like this when I was a loose natural. And so I used to write down everything in my regular journals, but I thought, you know what? It'd be pretty cool if I had a journal designed specifically for my hair care journey. And so I thought, why not create one for natural hair and locks? Because a lot of you guys know or may not know, but I did transition from being a loose natural to now being locked. And so I do share some aspects of being a loose natural. And so I thought that this would be a very helpful introduction, really. I do share some tips and some of my recipes as well in regards to just oils that I feel are very, very much useful while you're on your hair care and especially natural hair care journey. And so I have some motivational tips here. This is basically a list of all the affirmations that I think were important to me when I started my lock journey. And they continue to be important to me even up to current day. As well as I give you the opportunity to write your own affirmations if maybe one of the affirmations I have doesn't align with yours. And so, yeah, I offer a schedule. I'm the type of person that, as I said earlier, I like to write everything down. So oftentimes I'm so busy that even though I set myself on a regular regimen, I'll forget, oh my gosh, is it this Sunday or is it next Sunday that's wash day? And so I just think it's so much easier if I were to able to schedule it, write it down. I have an area where you could show gratitude for your journey, because I think all too often we kind of neglect our hair. And honestly, our hair is really one of those features that makes us unique, right? And so just to show gratitude and jot down what makes you grateful while you're on this healthy hair journey, because that's really what we're trying to promote. And then I have, a hair care schedule. There's different forms because I figured, some people like more of a structured, I've broken it down into the time, the days. You can write down your regime, or you can just do it on a monthly or a weekly basis. So I've given the opportunity to just have different methods of doing that. There's a monthly length check. I'm big on tracking progress, guys. And that's with everything. That's with my fitness. That's with my healthy eating. That's with my hair journey. And so I do have the opportunity here. And so I think, honestly, I try to think of things that I would want to see in a book, and I've pretty much incorporated it. I've even, you know me, guys, I'm big on healthy eating. I try to promote a healthy eating lifestyle. And so I do have an area that talks about briefly all the foods really that are going to actually contribute and enhance your healthy hair journey. I give you an opportunity to do a 3-day food journal. And if you guys haven't been able to tell yet, I'm big on journaling. And again, yeah, like I give you tips on what you should consider when you're shopping for such foods. And I just think, yeah, it's really good to just track things. And if you're a big tracker like myself, then definitely this is the book for you. And as with my aromatherapy book, I've also included, but more specific. So when I told you in the first book, I didn't have all the recipes, that's simply because I've now narrowed down my focus of my DIYs, and I've included my hair care DIYs primarily in this book. And so I've included my Ayurvedic. I actually have an area speaking directly about my Ayurvedic experience and what the benefits are. And then I talk about what the actual journey has been like. And then, of course, I offer the recipes for that. And so I think you guys would love that if you are... Oh, and sorry, I also have progress photos, and I broke it down into months. And so you guys can definitely keep track. As I said, in April, I'm going to show you guys my own journey, and I think it's so important. Oftentimes, you might not see or feel that your hair is growing, but I'm telling you guys, when you take pictures, you'll be so impressed to see the journey. So that is definitely for my natural hair lovers, and of course, if you are, be it loose natural or locked. And I'm not sure why they sent it separately, but I ordered 2, so they gave it to me in 2 different packages. All right, so this is the grand finale. So guys, I have been saving this video. When I tell you guys, I have been like waiting, and these aren't all my books as I mentioned. I just wanted to wait until I had a good amount of my books to show you guys the, I guess the range of the books that I've been authoring. And it's been a really cool experience. To tell you the truth, it's been a very humbling experience, a very long process, but I'm here to encourage anyone that has maybe thought about, you know, becoming a self-published author. It's not something that obviously, you know, goes without putting in the hard work, but that's anything in life really, right? However, I promise you, it's so worth it. If you had asked me 5 years ago if this is something that I would be doing, I'd probably be like, no, that's not for me, and people like me don't write books. But I'm telling you guys, if you are passionate about something, if you have a skill that you want to share, then you have the opportunity with KDP to actually put it on their platform. And Amazon, if I didn't mention that before, is the umbrella that KDP falls under. So Amazon owns KDP, and that's basically their publishing company. They have 15 different marketing publishing houses internationally. However, when you do publish your book, it goes worldwide. So guys, anybody in the world has the opportunity to see your books and support your dreams. And so I do want to encourage anybody that is interested. And as I said, if you have a passion, if you have a skill to share, then I honestly do encourage you guys to follow through with that. And like I said, if there's anybody that's interested, please let me know, and I'll definitely share my experience, and I'll do my best to just kind of guide you along the process. So along with my aromatherapy guide, I actually also created, of course, a journal and a planner. So I introduce you to aromatherapy, and I just let you know what the benefits are. I let you know what essential oils are. And this is just a brief introduction into that, because I know there's so many other books out there. However, this is my perspective on it. And so once you've had a chance to read this book, then I offer you the opportunity to actually now break down your own, and not just break down, but actually create your own recipes. And you can actually have an area to log those recipes. So of course, guys, I'm very verbose. And so I like to, I'm a person that when I read things, I need to read it from start to finish in order to have that better understanding. And so again, I'm thinking of other people that are like me, right? The best way to learn something is to not only visualize it, but obviously be able to read and comprehend. So in this journal and planner, I break down what different carrier oils are, why they're important in aromatherapy, and using essential oils. I offer you a step-by-step guide on how to use them. I give you guys basically like a dilution guide, which is so important when you're dealing with aromatherapy, and that's because the essential oils are so concentrated. I even go as far as offering you guys the varying or various different blends that I've created over the years, and this is just something I think will be very beneficial to anybody that is big into aromatherapy and enjoys using essential oils. So again, I've included more recipes in this one, guys, and so I really feel that this, along with this, is pretty much the combination that you need. For those of you that watch and support this channel, we really, really appreciate you guys, and you guys don't even know how much we are so appreciative of this support. And so I thought, in order, because I get so many questions, and to answer them individually is one thing, but I thought instead of continuing to do that, which I don't mind, it would just be easier to put everything in one area. So I've just made it easy in that sense. So definitely go ahead and check those out. And I don't want to make this video too long, which I feel it already is. But getting back to, and you know what, had I opened these guys beforehand, I would have grouped them accordingly. Like I would have done my journals together, I would have done my children's books together, I would have done my educational books. However, that's okay. I'm actually just excited to be talking about this, and I hope there's, you know, others that are excited to hear me talk about this. This is another book that I created, again, with my children in mind. Kaden, oh my gosh, guys, for those of you that have been here from the start, Kaden joined YouTube when our family joined YouTube, he was only 7 months. And so Kaden has not, he's not a pandemic baby, but I guess he would be a pandemic toddler. Like, he has not had any exposure to the school system. However, my baby is going to be 4 this year, and he'll be starting school in the fall. That being said, I do a lot of at home, I wouldn't say homeschooling, but I do a lot of teaching with him at home. I usually buy my books from Costco because Costco has a selection of homeschooling manuals. However, I felt that there were things missing from them. So I went ahead and I created a book specifically for children around 3 to 6. And it's basically an introductory, really, to their ABCs, their numbers, and various activities and that. So without rambling too much, I'm not sure what happened, but I guess, you know, in shipping, this is what happened. So this is the activity book that allows children to basically build confidence as they're learning their ABCs. And so I do offer the first couple of pages the opportunity for children to trace both uppercase and lowercase letters. And then we go into learning what each letter, for example, D for dinosaur, we kind of like allow them to practice on the lines below, and then they could identify the respective item that belongs to, or I guess correlates with the alphabet. And so again, A to Z. And then there is a draw activity, another activity which allows them to trace. And so basically, guys, there is ample opportunity here if you have children between the ages of 3 and 6. And of course, it has already passed, but this was a book that I had created. So officially, guys, I should have said this in the beginning, and I apologize if I'm jumping all over the place, but officially I created my self-publishing business back in January of this year. Like I said, guys, I was sitting on this for 3 years. I've had these books produced. Well, I've had them created, not produced. I've had them created and literally just sitting in my desktop. And I decided, you know what? I'm not going to wait another day. And so January, I sat down, I said a prayer, and I said, you know what, God, if this is your will, please guide me. And I just hit the ground running with the encouragement of my husband, who is my biggest supporter. He just said, you know what, babes, if this is what you want to do, do it. And you know, again, I was doubting myself, guys, which I think sometimes we do, especially when you're going into an area that you're not familiar with. But I stepped out on faith, and again, this was one of the first books I created back in January. And so this is another coloring book. However, it's more geared for children. And so it does have not Bible verses, but it does have basically, I guess, Valentine's Day sayings for children that are under the age of 12. And actually, it could go for maybe older children as well. But it was just something cute that I wanted to do. When I designed this book, I enlisted the help of my daughter, who's 10. And she had really a lot to, she had a lot of artistic direction in this book. And so this was a really fun project that we both worked on. So that was amazing. And I promise, guys, I'm almost done. Maybe I should have thought to do this in a part 2. So this is really basic, like, journaling. Again, guys, I should have probably showed you all the journals that I've had over the years, but then I had to go and track those down, or I had to track them down, and I think that would have been an even longer video. So really, it's just duplicates, because as I said, I do plan on giving these as a part of a giveaway that I will be having in April, possibly May. Trying to get some room on this counter here, guys. All right, so this is my gratitude journal. I believe heavily on gratitude and inspirational journals. And so this is just a small journal that allows you to give gratitude each and every day, because you know what, guys, life is so short. We really have to just make the best of every opportunity. So please, if there's something that you're wanting to do, go out and do it. Do not wait another day. And so that being said, this is a journal which allows you for prompts as well. And so I'll give you a prompt, and then it allows you just to respond to that prompt. And so very simple, very straightforward is what this journal is about. This one is just a daily journal, and this is just pages that you can write down thoughts, feelings. This is pretty straightforward, just like a basic journal that you would get from, you know, be it Indigo or Amazon, Walmart, wherever. And then this is my gratitude journal. So I have 2 gratitude journals, one in the form of a floral print, which I just thought was pretty. When I created it, I had spring in mind, so that's why I did this type of design. And then this one is more something, again, this one was fun. I just wanted something that was eye-catchy, and again, my 10-year-old daughter, I asked her for a lot of input. I asked my entire family, actually. I don't do anything without them, and so this was inspired by her. She wanted something with rainbows, and I thought that was pretty. And inside, I've broken it down into motivational thoughts, morning thoughts, sorry. And so it offers you the opportunity to just find things that motivate you. It starts off with today I feel, today I plan to. And so they're, again, just prompts on allowing you to have the opportunity to really think of like what it is that you're grateful for. I also have a section about wellness, and you know, that allows you to kind of check in with yourself, both mentally, physically, and spiritually. And that's the opportunity there. I don't want to feel like I'm rambling, guys. So finally, I have 2 journals left. One is a Be Brave, Be Bold, Be Beautiful. And this was the second one, journal that I actually worked on 3 years ago and created. And I just put it to sleep in my computer. It's a black and white, so, you know, I didn't really add any color to it. However, every day I have a motivational thought for you to begin your morning, and then just kind of jot down what it is you're feeling for that day. And just a way to keep you encouraged and motivated. And finally, I have a positivity journal. And so this is essentially for, you know, anyone that is maybe feeling depressed or has anxiety and you're just looking for ways to uplift yourself. This offers the opportunity to reflect. And again, it's a prompted journal. And again, it was just designed with the idea of spring. Because for me, guys, spring is the notion of rebirth. It's the notion of new beginnings, fresh starts. And so this is why these designs are basically like of flowers. Because I just think, you know, with the onset of spring and a new season, we have beautiful flowers that flourish. And so with this, I ask you guys again, different prompts. And so you should know that positivity journals are obviously different from gratitude journals. I mean, they're still journals, yes, but the questions are very different in terms of what I ask. And then, of course, I have a weekly planner that allows you to kind of write down, you know, I'm the type of person that every Sunday I like to lay out my clothes, or like I like to meal prep. So this just gives you the opportunity to do that. And then, yeah, so this was just designed for, you know, anybody that is looking forward to a new beginning and a new and fresh start. So I'm getting the cue, guys, to wrap up. I hope I have not made this video extremely long. I'm just really very passionate about these. I will be providing the links for each of these books in my description box of this video. And again, I just want to thank you guys so much. We've grown so much on this channel with all of your love and all of your support, and we're so grateful for that. We thank you guys for that, and we just really wanted to share with you another extension of what it is that we're doing. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, please, if you have any questions about KDP, if you're wanting to start your KDP journey, yes, get a journal so you can write that down and any other ideas that you might have. But definitely leave me a comment in the description box. I'll do my best to answer. And until I see you guys in April for Ayurveda April, definitely continue to stay tuned. And thank you guys for the support. And I hope you guys are doing well. Stay safe. Take care. Bye, guys.